Election Commission also must be aware of this fact that the persons who are delivering, particularly the Prime Minister, during this month in Rajasthan and other states, and it has gone on public domain, he is continuously attacking the other religion and making a statement which is not there in the manifesto of the Congress Party, which amounts to the corrupt practice under section 123 of the People's Representative Act, wounding the feelings of another religion people and creating sentiments to the religion to catch the vote. It is not a free and fair election which is being conducted by Election Commission. If the Election Commission fails, the judiciary must step in and put a full stop this kind of the propaganda. Even if the complaint is not given, it is the duty of the jurisdictional police to register so amount of complaint and make investigation, file the charge. In my view, not taking action on the complaint lodged against the Prime Minister, who has delivered a hate speech at Rajasthan and other places, which has been recorded. And it is, as you said, it is in the public domain.
Yes.
The Election Commission has neglected in its discharge of its constitutional function to hold fair and free election, not taking action against him.
Hello and welcome to the Legal Observer. मैं हूं मनोज रस्तोगी। हेट स्पीच, क्या प्रधानमंत्री जी के स्तर पर बैठे व्यक्ति से यह अपेक्षा की जानी चाहिए कि वो धार्मिक आधार पर समुदायों को गलत नैरेटिव देगा? तो इसी सवाल का उत्तर ढूंढने के लिए हमने बात की सुप्रीम कोर्ट के रिटायर्ड जस्टिस वी गोपाल गौड़ा जी से। वी गोपाल गौड़ा जी जो एक पीपल्स जज के तौर पर उनकी एक ख्याति रही है, तो उनका मानना है जस्टिस गोपाल गौड़ा का कि उन्होंने खुद कांग्रेस के मैनिफेस्टो को देखा है और वो इस बात से सहमत हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बांसवाड़ा की रैली में या उसके बाद मुसलमानों को लेकर, मंगलसूत्र को लेकर, वेल्थ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को लेकर जो बातें कही हैं, जो भाषण दिए हैं, उसके बाद टीवी इंटरव्यू दिए हैं, वो करप्ट प्रैक्टिस, पीपल्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन एक्ट जो है हमारे देश का, उसके अंदर जो करप्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं उसकी श्रेणी में आते हैं। ये जस्टिस वी गोपाल गौड़ा जी का मानना है। उनका ये भी कहना है कि चुनाव आयोग को बिना प्रभावित हुए, प्रधानमंत्री के पद से बिना प्रभावित हुए, उन्हें यानी चुनाव आयोग को संविधान के अंदर जो प्रावधान है उसके तहत कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए। तो लीगल ऑब्जर्वर में देखिए कि जस्टिस गोपाल गौड़ा जी ने इस बारे में क्या कहा है। वी हैव जस्टिस वी गोपाल गौड़ा, फॉर्मर जस्टिस सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया. Justice Gowda is known as a people's judge. So, Justice Gowda, welcome to our show. And today we have a very important question with you. As you may be aware, there is a big debate going on around this hate speech. Our respected Prime Minister recently, when he was campaigning for his party in Rajasthan and other places as well, his statement about Muslims, his statement about the Mangal Sutra, if I quote, that कांग्रेस आपका मंगलसूत्र छीन लेगी, आपकी वेल्थ डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देगी, आपके घर में जाएगी और वो मुसलमानों को जो ज्यादा बच्चे पैदा करते हैं, जो घुसपैठिए हैं, 153, उनको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देगी. So now this statement of Prime Minister, I mean, it is very unfortunate and a lot of debate is going on, and recently a writ petition was also filed in Delhi High Court, which was dismissed by the Delhi High Court. The petition demanded that Election Commission of India immediately act and take the necessary action. But nothing of that sort has happened. How do you see this statement, Justice Gowda? Because
I have read the statement of Prime Minister in Rajasthan state in connection with the Lok Sabha elections which are being held this month. This statement divides the religion and another religion, which is contrary to the preamble portion of the Constitution of India, particularly the unity and integrity of the nation. If one religion is set up against another religion, there will not be unity and integrity of the nation. Multi-religion country, the phrases which are used in the preamble of the Constitution, sovereignty, secular, democratic Republic India, justice, equity, liberty, fraternity are all held to be the basic structure of the Constitution of India, in respect of which aspects the Parliament has no power to amend the Constitution. Is the 13-judge bench decision in Keshavananda Bharati's case way back in 1973, about 51 years back. So therefore, the Constitution, Prime Minister is a constitutional functionary. No doubt he has addressed the gathering of an election in an election meeting. In that meeting, he is as the leader of a national political party to get the votes in favor of the candidate of his political party. He is required to make a statement in his address. That should be in conformity with the provisions of the Constitution and the People Representative Act, keeping in with the Model Code of Conduct. Model Code of Conduct is binding on everybody, including the leaders of all national political parties, regional political parties, and the independent candidates in the election campaign. Here, the people of this country expect that fair and reasonable elections must be held by the Election Commission, which is once again is a constitutional institution. If the complaint is given against anybody, including the leader of the ruling party, maybe he is the Prime Minister, not in the capacity of the Prime Minister, he will be addressing the masses in the election campaign. He must be abide by Model Code of Conduct and the constitutional mandate, and is supposed to address very carefully without affecting the sentiment and feelings of any religious group. The way in which he has addressed the group in the recent past, I think the second week of this month, April, in Rajasthan, and he is repeating. In this connection, another national political party, namely the Congress Party, has given a complaint to the Chief Election Commissioner. The Election Commission is required to act upon such complaint and examine it in the context of the speech which he has given in Rajasthan. That speech, the heading of the newspapers, not only one newspaper, the regional newspaper and English newspapers across the country, they have given a heading, it is a hate speech. If
Sir,
it is a hate speech,
sir, with due respect, sir, the recording of the speech is posted on Prime Minister's official Twitter handle, BJP's Twitter handle, and it is available on internet. So one can see
Yes.
what Honorable Prime Minister has said. So there is no confusion about whatever he has uttered.
no, he is also not disputing it. Therefore, what I am telling you, the Election Commission, irrespective of the status of a person who has delivered its speech, should have been barred from campaigning for a political party or a candidate. That has not been done. But the Election Commission, according to me, is constitutionally duty bound. And the judgments of the Supreme Court, constitutional judgments of the Supreme Court, right from 2006, right from 1952, Panuswamy's case, fair and proper, reasonable elections must be held to get the people elected their representatives by transferring their sovereign power to their representatives, either to the Parliament or to the Legislative Assembly. In this case, we are concerned about the Lok Sabha elections. In my view, not taking action on the complaint lodged against the Prime Minister, who has delivered a hate speech at Rajasthan and other places, which has been recorded. And it is, as you said, it is in the public domain.
Yes.
The Election Commission has neglected in its discharge of its constitutional function to hold fair and free election, not taking action against him. That is highly objectionable. Yesterday, I read the editorial item in the Hindu newspaper that the Election Commission, without mentioning the name of Prime Minister, with regard to his speech, hate speech delivered, not only in Rajasthan, in other states, while campaigning in favor of the candidate, the Hindu editorial is very, very lucidly has said the Election Commission is failed in not issuing notice, examining the complaint, not mentioning the name of the Prime Minister, is a dereliction of a constitutional duty on the part of the Election Commission. The fair and free elections are required to be conducted by the Election Commission. It is the constitutional.
Sir, I like to draw your attention to a widespread criticism across the country, across these wide sections of society, objecting, and they are raising their suspicion about the role of Election Commission of India. As you rightly pointed out, you're saying that they have faltered by not acting on it. So now, what is the judicial remedy available before the people?
Hate speech, Supreme Court judgments are there. Cases must be, FIR must be registered against the persons who have delivered hate speech. It is an offence under the Indian Penal Code. Outraging or setting up one religion, either A religion or B religion, or majority religion or minority. Minority is not the definition provided in the Constitution. All religions are equal. All the religions in Part 3, fundamental rights, it has been engrafted. All religions are protected. Equal protection of laws are there. You can't set up one religion against another religion, touching the sentiments of the woman, particularly with reference to the manifesto, which is not stated in the National Congress Party. I have also gone through the manifesto of National Congress Party, and the chairman of National Congress Party, who has drafted the manifesto, Chidambaram has come on record, said, we have not mentioned anything in the manifesto to take away the Mangal Sutras of the people and give it to the charity to the other minority religion people, which is a lie. So this kind of statement, it makes the masses subservient sentiments. That is on the basis of religion. No law must be enacted is the judgment of 9-judge bench in Bommai's case. Further, outraging, setting up one religion against another religion. The statement and the speech, the outcome of the speech is the hate speech against another religion.
Sir,
which is not only as which is an offence in the Indian Penal Code. Supreme Court time and again, in relation to Uttar Pradesh, in relation to some people, some so-called saints, has made scathing attack on the minority religion, the Islamic people.
Correct.
Supreme Court came down very heavily and said that they were sent to judicial custody after registering the cases. Cases must be registered. Even if the complaint is not given, it is the duty of the jurisdictional police to register so motu complaint and then make investigation, file the charge sheet. So if this is not done, there is no meaning for parliamentary democracy. Democratic Republic India are also held to be the basic structure of the Constitution. The persons who are in the helm of affairs, who are heading the constitutional positions, as prime ministers and the ministers or any other person. They are all governed by provisions of the Indian Penal Code, and they are bound by the judgments of the Supreme Court, which have been rendered in any number of cases. So they must be cautious. The Election Commission also must be aware of this fact that the persons who are delivering, particularly the Prime Minister, during this month in Rajasthan and other states, and it has gone on public domain, he is continuously attacking the other religion and making a statement which is not there in the manifesto of the Congress Party, which amounts to the corrupt practice under section 123 of the People's Representative Act of 1951. So, therefore, it is a corrupt practice. Any person, either a candidate or his agent or political leader of that political party of a candidate, he addresses, which is undisputed fact, which is in public domain, is section 123 of the Representative Act, corrupt practices get tracks. Apart from that, Election Commission must take note of the fact that people are expecting, people have tremendous confidence in the constitutional institution of Election Commission, that any complaint is lodged, they must take action. There are 30 complaints are lodged so far. No action has been taken. He is in the public domain. In newspaper,
more than 20,000 people, citizen, NGOs, they have sent their complaint to Election Commission of India, Communist Party, ML, this Sitaram Yechury and Brinda Karat people. They went to Delhi police station, Tughlaq Marg police station, Mandir Marg police station, and the SHO of that station refused to take their FIR. They had forwarded it to the Commissioner of Police. Now, if you have seen the interview of this eminent lawyer Dushyant Dave, he was chairman of Supreme Court Bar Association. He spoke to Karan Thapar ji, and Mr. Dave expressed that Election Commission has faltered in its duty, and there is a constitutional crisis, and now election is going forward. With Mr. Prime Minister has repeatedly giving interviews, and he is repeating whatever that he had spoke in that Rajasthan speech. He's actually justifying. So for how long this will continue, and can't judiciary, can't the Supreme Court or any other high court can take a suo motu cognizance?
Definitely. Why not? Otherwise, what is the meaning of free and fair elections to be conducted? Constitutional judgment. So it is the binding judgment upon everybody, more particularly the Election Commission. The Election Commission must take note of all these events and hate speeches which has been continuously delivering and holding press conferences, addressing the electronic media, giving these statements, which is a hate statement and contrary to the provisions of the Indian Penal Code, and as well as it harms the peace and harmony among the religious groups, different religious groups. The unity and integrity of the nation will be affected, and basic structure of the preamble of the Constitution is flouted. Therefore, if the Election Commission fails in its duty to take action against the erring of persons who are delivering this kind of distorted versions and affecting the wounding the feelings of another religion people and creating sentiments to the religion to catch the vote, it is not a free and fair election which is being conducted by Election Commission. If the Election Commission fails, the judiciary must step in and put a full stop this kind of the propaganda.
So what do you suggest, sir, judiciary's role in the current situation? Because justice delayed is justice denied. So as we all know that Election Commission has reservations, or Election Commission doesn't have the courage enough to do the rightful thing or to fulfill their constitutional obligation. In such a situation, what should the role of...
The people must approach the Supreme Court. Get necessary orders passed. Mandate must be issued to the Election Commission to discharge its constitutional function, to avert the unconstitutional things and the hate speeches are being delivered, which will amount to not conducting, it affects the free and fair elections to be conducted by the Election Commission.
So would
Necessary.
would you like to suggest something to Supreme Court that this is
Yes,
the time
somebody
where
must, NGOs already there, number of people, number of groups are there, let them go and knock the doors of the Supreme Court. Matter the another 2-3 weeks, going to the magistrate, the police station, they are not receiving this in the case. Election Commission is not discharging its constitutional function, and Supreme Court must see that the constitutional institutions must function effectively to discharge, keeping in view the basic structure of the Constitution is being violated, preamble portion of the Constitution, not conducting free and fair elections, which is the basic structure of the Democratic Republic India. The democracy is the basic structure of India. Is the number of cases Supreme Court one after another the case it has been held. It is the basic structure of the Constitution. If the fair and free elections are not conducted in a democratic country where people's democracy is the basic structure of the Constitution, the parliamentary democracy is the basic of the Constitution. The Supreme Court comes to the rescue and see that the constitutional values and the principles must be upheld. The Supreme Court give direction, make the concerned persons to function either to the police station or to the constitutional election commission to function effectively.
Thank you, Justice Goda, for your time and for your comment.
Thank you.